But this tower moment is in terms of personal development, is what I'm hearing and what I'm feeling here. And underneath the tower, you do have the Six of Wands to the Queen of Swords, to the Page of Wands. Yes, to Death. Oh my God, yes. Okay. This is definitely all about personal development. Someone is realigning themselves. It seems that somebody has gone through a process here of breaking down some real strong defenses, is what I'm hearing, but also really strong barriers. Hello everyone, welcome to Morning Coffee. Thank you guys so very much for tuning in. So this is going to be your general daily energy reading. Yes, please keep in mind that this is a general reading, so please take what resonates and leave what doesn't. Also, this is a fairly timeless reading. Yeah, this really could resonate for you at any time. Morning Coffee isn't really a dated situation. So at any moment, whenever you find this reading, and it resonates for you, then that's the message for you at that time. If you are looking for more readings, definitely check out my Morning Coffee playlist. And when you're going through that, here or on any other channel, I highly recommend that you guys focus more on the title, because that's going to give you an idea as to whether or not the reading could resonate for you, yeah? So I haven't said this, I fell off this bandwagon for the longest time, but I definitely want to encourage you guys to like, share, and leave a comment in the comments section. And if you're new to the channel and you're not subscribed, please go ahead and subscribe. Thank you to all of you that have done that already. I really love and appreciate you guys. But also, I really want to encourage you guys to continue to share your experiences in the comments section, because that, number one, we do have an open community here where we're all really loving and helpful to each other. This is for the collective. This is for us. This is for group. And this is a safe space here, guys. So please don't ever feel like you're wrong or you're doing something bad by sharing your experience. We all love each other here. We're all here to help each other. And even if I'm not the one that replies to your comment, there will be loving and supportive people that can help you get through and discuss whatever it is going on with you, okay? But at the same time, leaving a comment actually helps me get in tune with you, especially if you're new here. And it also helps me to understand what things to focus on while I'm channeling, okay? So if like reading through the comments, again, I love hearing from you guys, but reading through the comments, I start to get an understanding of what it is you guys are focusing on. And that will help me pinpoint certain things in my intuition or within the channeling, so that it can bring you guys further guidance, yes? Because this is a general situation, and the more information I can get to the collective, the better. And the best way for me to do that is to hear directly from you, yes? So please go ahead and do so. Also, if you feel inclined, share this. Share this with your friends, share this on social media, throw this on your Facebook page, share this in a group that you're a part of. If it's really resonating, yeah, that's going to really help get the message out there. The likes are going to help get the message out there, and the comments are going to help as well, because the more their engagement we have on these readings, the more it's going to be shown in YouTube, and it's beneficial for us in terms of the algorithm, okay? So we're here for the collective, and I really want to give the opportunity for the most amount of people to be able to reach these messages as possible, yeah? All right, kids, so I really don't have anything else to say, no story time today, so let's just get into this and see what we've got for the energies for this moment, yeah? Here we go. Hi, Spirit. Please make me a clear channel for the collective at this time. Please bring forward the best messages to serve their highest good and the highest good of all involved. Please give us clear and accurate representation of the energies in terms of the places, situations, situationships, romances, and circumstances in which we all need it the most. Thank you so very much, Spirit. Alrighty, kids, 5 shuffles here, 1. And today I am using the Witches Tarot. Yeah, this is 2. This is 3. This is 4. And this is 5. Alrighty, kids, let's see what we've got today, yeah? What's going on with the collective? What do we need to talk about in the collective today, please, Spirit? Interesting. Okay. Woo! All right, at the bottom of the deck, you do have the Tower. All right, we're starting you off with a pretty strong energy here. Let's see. This is interesting. We're starting with a pretty strong energy, okay, of the Tower. But I feel like this Tower is in terms of personal development, okay? Somebody you're connected to, or maybe you, but I do feel like this could potentially be a masculine energy. But, okay, it could be a masculine energy that we're picking up on here. Again, it doesn't have to be. Also, masculine and feminine energy does not, when I say that, I'm not talking about gender, all right? So you could be a physical male and be very feminine, yes. Okay, and the exact opposite, you could be a woman and be very masculine, real brolic, you know what I'm saying? So, okay. But this Tower moment is in terms of personal development, is what I'm hearing and what I'm feeling here. And underneath the Tower, you do have the 6 of Wands, to the Queen of Swords, to the Page of Wands, yes, to Death. Oh my God, yes, okay. This is definitely all about personal development. Someone is realigning themselves. It seems that somebody has gone through a process here of breaking down some real strong defenses, is what I'm hearing, but also really strong barriers towards something, okay? Something in their lives, whether that be romantically expressing themselves towards someone. There is a level, an energy of connecting with other people that seems to have been blocked for this person, and this definitely could be in a romantic situation. You have that with the 6 of Wands. There is a personal victory here. Something has been cut out. Queen of Swords. It feels like someone finally got to the point where they were like, you know what? Screw this. I'm done acting like this. I'm done feeling this way. Something has got to change. And the Queen of Swords came in and she was like, yup, let's change it. And thus a Tower moment has happened. Some sort of, I want to say, personal defense system has been dismantled. And that's providing a sense of personal victory here, maybe even personal, public recognition. There could be, and that's why I feel like this is mostly from a masculine energy, because this is not typically how this individual would show up in the world, okay? There is definitely a sense of re-identifying the self with the Page of Wands here, maybe even a new form of communication. I'm definitely feeling with the Page of Wands wanting to communicate more or wanting to communicate differently. This person has gone through a massive transformation. Death, okay? Holy moly. Okay, we could be talking twin flames here, kids. We have the 10 of Pentacles. The lesson has been learned. Someone is stepping into their Emperor energy. The Emperor to the 10 of Cups, okay? I really feel like someone is opening up to love here, opening up to a deeper sense of compassion, okay? And you're gonna see why in a second. Let's move forward. Let's get into the cards that have actually come out, because that was all just at the bottom of the deck, okay? Overall energy. We're starting off, the first card that came out was the 6 of Swords in reverse. At least that's the first card that caught my attention. After that, it was the Knight of Cups. There's another card here, but we'll get to that in a second. The 6 of Swords in reverse was telling me that you're not moving on, or this person is not moving forward. And this feels, in this situation, the 6 of Swords feels like the propensity of this individual, whether this is you or someone you're connected to, the propensity for them to move on or almost run away from tough circumstances or difficult circumstances instead of facing it head on. Now, the Six of Swords does traditionally represent, it can represent a personal victory. It's a victory that, often takes some sort of sacrifice. You're leaving something behind, or in case of like maybe the Five of Swords here, because the Five of Swords is an energy of like a lose-lose situation, or like strong, super strong ego battles that become very, very destructive. In terms of that, progressing from the Five of Swords to the Six of Swords, in which in the Five of Swords, you choose your battles, you pick your battles wisely. A lot of the time, that card represents needing to just lay down your sword and walk away from the situation. And thus you get to the Six of Swords, because yes, there is a personal sacrifice there. You could be sacrificing some pride, but at the same time, you get away from it. You're moving from rough waters to calmer waters. You survive. You get a chance to heal, right? That's definitely a personal victory. But here in this situation, the Six of Swords in reverse is representing an energy of running away from difficulty instead of facing it head on. And this is not the type of difficulty that is represented by like the Five of Swords. No, it's a personal difficulty, or it's just a bit of tension. But this person had the tendency to, like, whenever things got rough, or whenever things started to get a little bit dicey, or whatever, they were like, whoa, I'm out. Shit, what are you talking about? I was never involved with this in the beginning. We were never that deep. We were never that serious. Like, what are you talking about? Like, whoa, like, pump the brakes, blah, 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 whoop-de-whoop, and all that bullshit. Even though they were engaging in the situation with you, right? But then once things got a little bit tough, or, once their own tendencies were kind of being shown back to them, that's when they would run away, right? This definitely could be a twin flame energy, okay? You have that with the Knight of Cups, and then finally, the Seven of Swords, which is in reverse. And to me, this is feeling like someone is ready to stop being so damn deceptive and to open up to their heart, open up to love, okay? You guys, this could really be tied to what's going on planetarily today. Check out the daily dose for today. Today is the 15th of June. And if you found this reading after the fact, you might also want to check the daily dose, which is my daily session in terms of, we talk about astrological aspects and how that could potentially be affecting you, and we do a little bit of a card pull, yeah? But definitely check that out, because what I'm feeling here could definitely be connected to the astrology of today, all right? So it definitely feels like someone here has gone through some sort of transformational process that feels like there has been some sort of tower moment. Something happened. Something suddenly shifted within this person that got them to say, you know what, I'm done with the fuckery, and I'm ready to move forward with value from my heart. I love that. On the other side, to be honest with you, I don't feel like this is really the other side. I feel like we're talking about one person here, but we have three more cards that have fallen separate to the first set we were talking about. We have the King of Cups, to the Seven of Wands, to the Empress. Okay, so we have the representation of the masculine and the feminine officially showing up in the situation here, all right? We definitely could be talking twin flame energy. Underneath the Emperor at the bottom of the deck, remember, we do have the Ten of Cups. I feel like someone is opening up to love here, and it's getting to the point where I feel like this individual is stepping into this King of Cups energy. Now, first of all, let me say, before I go any further, this doesn't have to represent twin flame energy for you. And to be quite honest, this could just be what's going on within yourself, okay? The Emperor and the Empress could represent your masculine and feminine sides within you that seem to be coming together at this point, okay? So take it as it resonates. And even if it's not just that for you, this could just be some sort of romantic situation that you're dealing with, all right? Anyway, you have the King of Cups, the Seven of Wands, and the Empress. I feel like someone here is stepping into a emotionally responsible point of view with the King of Cups and is wanting to defend the feminine, or the Empress, okay? I feel like there has been some gossip involved in this situation. It feels like back when I was in the thick of the twin flame journey, there was a lot of he said, she said going around all the time. And I was constantly feeling like my reputation was being tarnished because of what this other individual was saying to get people to believe him, get people on his side, and this, that, and the third, and all that kind of crazy stuff. And that tends to be something that happens within the twin flame journey. The feminine is perceived as crazy or out of control or out there or just flat out wrong or whatnot, and by the masculine, who at the time in that energy is in more of a toxic energy. Now, I will say, in terms of the twin flame dynamic, if the individual that you are aligning with, that you are seeing as your divine masculine, is in some sort of strong toxic energy, your alignment with that divine masculine as the divine feminine definitely reflects a level of toxicity within yourself, okay? The twin flame journey is a mirror, all right? And one of the biggest hurdles to get over when you're dealing with twin flames is to recognize that the toxicity that's exhibited by someone that you are connecting to is a reflection of some form of similar toxicity within yourself. That is a huge hurdle to get over, all right? We can talk about that in a different session. But right now, with this King of Cups, Seven of Wands, and the Empress, it feels like someone is stepping up to the plate. Someone is doing the right thing or is desiring to do the right thing. Someone could be truly being emotionally mature and available to say, you know what, it's really not even all that I've made it out to be in the past, or it's not all that it seems. And it feels like this person that's in this King of Cups energy wants to defend the feminine, whether this be a feminine counterpart, whether this be a divine feminine counterpart, or whether this is just your inner feminine energies. It feels like the divine feminine here, or the Empress energy, 555 on the counter, I just saw that, but it's the feminine energy that has helped get this individual to a place of wanting, instead of being deceptive, now this person is being honest and standing their ground, holding their boundaries, okay? This is really excellent energy, you guys. All right, cool. Definitely let me know in the comments section how this is resonating with you, okay? And if there's some, and tell your story, express yourself. If there's, because the other reason, okay, this is a little bit of a sidebar, but the other reason why I'm starting to mention again, oh, I just found a card that was, oh Lord, okay, hold on. The other reason why I mention this is because I've noticed that with my readings personally on this channel, especially when it comes to morning coffee, but even with the monthly readings, okay, I tend to tell a story. I start somewhere and then I continue with the readings. It's in succession moving forward, and oftentimes the situation develops over time. We're talking about a certain topic for multiple videos, okay? So with that said, that is another reason why I'm asking you guys to really comment or let me know what's going on with you and how this is resonating with you. Because as we move forward, if we're continuing with this story, I can keep that in the forefront of my mind and help interpret more of what's coming through, help understand more of what's coming through so I can interpret it better for you guys, okay? Now, as I was just talking about that, this is a little sidebar, but as I was talking about that, I was reorganizing the deck, right? And I noticed that there's a card in the deck that's flipped face down while I'm looking at the bottom of the deck where all of the cards are face up. So I was like a little bit curious, and then the card kind of wanted to come out. So I took it out, right? And guess what it is? The Four of Wands. Yeah, we could be talking twin flames here. This is an official twin flame card, the 1111. Underneath the Four of Wands is the Hierophant, to strength. I feel like somebody is standing up. Someone has gotten into a point where they're really solid within themselves, where they can stand up to the establishment. Or maybe even some sort of hive mind mentality. I feel like this is an energy of a masculine individual or a masculine energy stepping up to the plate and being honest and truthful about what is really going on here in this relationship between two counterparts. Boopity boop boop boop. Okay, let's get some deeper clarity here. I'm going to move to the Los Carabello deck, and I'm going to give this 5 shuffles, yeah? 1, 2. Also, strength represents Leo. We do have the moon in Leo right now, as of today, June 15th. This is 3. Ooh. 4. Just some clarity here, and this is 5. Alrighty, kids. So we're going to start with the 6 of Swords and the 7 of Swords in reverse to the Knight of Cups, yeah? So a little bit of clarity here, please, Spirit. What's going on with this energy? What kind of clarity can you provide us with here? Okay. Okay. Is that... Oh, no. Oh, all right. All right. Well, we do have Justice at the bottom of the deck. Someone at this, and especially with the 7 of Swords being in reverse here, there is definitely an energy of somebody coming clean. Being truthful, being honest. Any sort of deceptive tendencies or deceptive ways of the past are being dealt with officially, is what I want to say. Now you have the 4 of Pentacles, the Knight of Cups, and then the Queen of Wands. The Queen of Wands is another representation of the Divine Feminine. In terms of the twin flame situation. When I was hardcore doing twin flame readings, I saw the King and the Queen of Wands as a 3D version of the Divine Masculine and the Divine Feminine. We already have both of them showing up here in the Emperor and the Empress. Now, what I'm getting with this, okay, is that this individual, whomever this is, whether this is you or this is someone else, someone is really hunkering down. 4 of Pentacles. Someone is really holding firm to the truth of what their heart is saying to them. The Knight of Cups, and we do have the Knight of Cups twice here, okay? So the universe is like, I said what I said. Someone is moving forward with their heart, and they're attracted to a Queen of Wands. And like I said when we were talking about the Empress before, it's the energies of this feminine, whether this is your internal feminine or an external counterpart. It's the attractive, magnetic, maybe even spiritual, okay? Vibrant, sexy, beautiful, just like oozing all kinds of like sex appeal and grace and wonder and gorgeousness, right? Just energetically and physically, maybe even. It's this attractive energy that is causing someone to almost dig their heels in and maintain true to the alignment that is within their heart in terms of this, okay? And that seems to be the justice that you needed all along. It's bringing justice to the past in terms of some sort of restrictive energies that may have been keeping you apart. Some sort of hive mind mentality, some sort of like one size fits all type of situation, some sort of like institutionalized energy. You know, you gotta fit in with the crowd. You gotta be part of the 3D collective and all that shit. Nope, not anymore. Not anymore. Justice. Okay, and again, this feels like this justice, if you're on the feminine side of this justice is in alignment with you because you were just allowing the situation to develop. You were not in a position to like try and wish any ill will on anyone any longer. It's just like, you know what, screw all that. I don't want anything to do with that any longer. I'm just gonna focus on me and what it is I need to bring justice and balance into your life. And the moment that you took your energy out of the situation, you separated from the situation and you just sat there in all your pretty gorgeousness and just let things come to you, that's when things changed. That's when people were able to step out of their own minds or step out of their own ways and go through some sort of tower moment, go through some sort of massive change, all right? Let's look at the other side of the equation. We have the King of Cups, the 7 of Wands, and the Empress. What clarity can you bring us in terms of that, please, Spirit? Oh, shit. You know, this is so funny. Okay. I'm going to leave it right there. At the bottom of the deck, you do have the 2 of Pentacles. So this is representing balance. Physical union, physical harmony. And this, even though we're talking about a situation that's potentially between external counterparts, again, there is a level of internal balance that is being brought into play here. But this, you guys, this is so ridiculous. This is so freaking ridiculous. The first card out, now remember, we're clarifying the King of Cups, the 7 of Wands, and the Empress, right? Well, the very first card that came out to clarify is the freaking Empress. Okay, but let's go a little deeper, shall we? We have the 10 of Wands and the 6 of Swords and the Ace of Swords. I'm gonna stop right here for a second, okay? Because there was a realization, Ace of Swords, that this Empress energy or this feminine energy was overburdened, okay? And thus, there is a decision to move forward, to move away from the destruction, the pain, the drama, and just cut your losses and get the F up out of there, right? Now, this definitely could be a representation of the balance between masculine and feminine energy within yourself, because there is a protective energy that is coming through here that is saying, aha, I recognize the burden and I'm not going to let this happen anymore. Ace of Swords, 10 of Wands, and thus we're moving forward. We're cutting our losses. We're not even going to say anything. We're just going to say, you know what? We're just going to bow out gracefully and just get the F up out of here, right? Last card that came out, though, the Emperor. Okay, look at that. There we go. The Emperor and the Empress are showing up in this clarification. Now, regardless as to what this is for you specifically, at this point, the strongest thing I'm feeling here is that a sense of masculinity came forward and said, we are going to protect this Empress energy. She is no longer going to be left vulnerable any longer. Now, that could translate into somebody, some physical energy coming forward and being that protective energy, that masculine, that divine masculine, that emperor energy. But quite frankly, you guys, what I'm feeling here at this point is the reason why you may, if you are experiencing an external version of masculine or masculinity or masculine energy, the divine masculine, if you're experiencing an external version of that, it's all because you put that in place internally. So remember how I was talking about someone was just like, you know what, I'm done with the bullshit. And I'm gonna keep my distance. I'm gonna go with the flow. I'm gonna do my own thing, and I'm just going to allow the justice that is right for me to come forward towards me. That is a representation of your inner masculine or your inner protective emperor energy coming forward, saying, I'm done with this. We're not doing this any longer. We're creating boundaries. And like I said, the moment you created those boundaries is the moment that everything started to change externally, because you were no longer focusing on that external energy. You were now focusing on bringing justice in for yourself, bringing truth, honesty, clarity, and protection in for yourself. And then that puts you in a position to be extra super desirable to somebody else. And thus we have a tower moment. Boop, 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 boop. I love this, you guys. I really do love this. It's such a beautiful energy. Okay, closing oracle guidance. Let's get into that. And that's going to come from the Divine Feminine Oracle today. Alrighty, 5 shuffles here. Closing oracle guidance. 1. Can we put out a request into the world for individuals that are proficient or have a desire to create a deck? Because, and I'm pretty sure there's one out there already. I think I saw it once and I can't find it now. But are there any divine masculine decks out there? Please share. This is 2. Because we have all this goddess and feminine energy. What about the masculine energy? This is 3. Just saying. This is 4. And this is 5. Alrighty, kids. Closing oracle guidance, please, Spirit. Beautiful. We have Goddess Parvati, the goddess of devotion. I am love that doesn't leave. When I commit to love, my soul evolves. And that feels like exactly what is happening here. Whether this is internal for you or this is being represented external for you in terms of a masculine energy stepping up to the plate and committing. The Emperor is a commitment type energy. You look, he's looking directly at that feminine, like, shh. Well, okay, I did just hear you're mine now, but that's not in a super possessive way. That's just like, I'm going to protect you. You are my responsibility. Just like he is her responsibility, the masculine is recognizing at this point the responsibility he has in protecting his counterpart, even if that's just being represented within yourself, okay? So let's read this. Where is she? Where you at? There you are. Y'all remember those commercials? Boost Mobile. Where you at? Okay, anyway. All right. When your soul selects her card, what is soft, gentle, and nurturing, like water, can be far more powerful than what is inflexible and fierce. The energy of this mountain goddess is about the strength we can give and receive when we devote ourselves to the healthy bonds of love. Parvati is about the divine feminine potency of being a calm, benevolent presence, especially when something seems to threaten a deeply meaningful relationship. Transformation with this goddess calls for a softening. When a situation is hard, even painful, Parvati is suggesting that you allow your fist to unfold, open, and release what is clenched in fear or stress. Remember that your love is a mountain that cannot be moved, and that this bond between you is holy. No human hands or words can ever break it. The answer of what's next or highest for you can be found through the subtler act of simply abiding, not reacting, not running, not hiding. A deep reservoir of power can surge up from within us when we choose to remain present. Letting devotion inhabit us in moments when our ego has typically fled infuses us with the capacity to transform all of our relationships. Devotion is not attachment. It's letting go of the illusion that you and this lover, this friend, this child or family member, this soul within you can ever really be separate from you. Devotion brings us home to the point and purpose of every relationship: love. A love that can never leave, and that, like a mountain, can never move. A love that evolves the soul. The intention with this card says, I am a love that doesn't leave. When I commit to love, my soul evolves. And let me read this. The soul voice meditation here for this card is a question. What am I most devoted to in this moment? Let me say that again. Ask yourself. This is like a little mini meditation, yeah? What am I most devoted to in this moment? Rhetorical question. Answer that for yourself. Or if you want to share that in the comment section, go ahead and do so. So there you have it, guys. Thank you so much for tuning in. I hope this was helpful for you. I love you all so very much. I hope you have a fantastic day. And I look forward to connecting with you again for our next cup of coffee tomorrow morning. Yeah? Take care. Mwah! Bye.